Welcome back. Well, now, how do we do it? How do we practice living in accordance with our intuition? Well, sorry to be so simple, but when we are in this place of fearfulness, we want to have like a complicated explanation that sounds, satisfying for our logical mind, but it's really about doing what you fear anyway, in spite of the fear. That's it. There's no other way. You can make it much more complicated, but if you strip away the extraneous, this is what it comes down to. So, living in accordance with the guidance of your heart requires one core skill: letting yourself be pulled into the fear and through it. Your heart suggests something, that you look at something, that you take action towards something, and you will encounter fears on the way. And the practice that we need to learn, that we won't be perfect at the first time we do it, is to remain in alignment with the inner voice and still do what's right without losing ourselves in the fear. So we are pulled by the attraction of the heart to what we want, through the fear and beyond it. This is the core practice. So, well, first of all, it helps as a preparation if we generally learn how to feel on working with our emotions and with our body sensations. We learn how to feel in general. So we first need to receive our inner guidance and then follow that in spite of the fear. This is the practice. Learn to feel what's right, number one. Number two, practice with the body and with the daily tasks. What to eat, when to rest, how and when to exercise, what tasks to do in order. When do I see this person? When do I do that? When am I talking to this person? At what time of the day it makes more sense because it feels right to me. Start with a decision where there's not so much to lose. When you go to exercise, for example, it's also facing your fears to, for example, skip one day of going to the gym or doing your exercise instead of in the morning, in the evening, or just do when it feels right, or eat, the quantities that feel right. That's the fear, will I be getting enough? Am I really full? Or will I be hungry again in like 2 hours? But you feel satisfied. Like hunger is gone, so no point in overeating. You see, but the fear is still there. And those fears need to be addressed, and we need to let ourselves be pulled. It's not storming through as a kind of act. It's like being pulled. Different. That's attraction. This is force. Starting like with the little decisions, the small everyday decisions where nothing is at stake, so to speak. And then notice the resistance that I was just speaking about in a few details, in a few examples, and to embrace that. To see, yes, this is the resistance, this is a manifestation of the fear, that I come up with all those explanations. Well, when I'm really, satisfied with that little of food, then maybe I, will be hungry or will starve. And you see those mind patterns, and you see, okay, that's kind of a manifestation of fear, and you embrace that because you remain consistent and in alignment with what feels right. Because the intuitive suggestion doesn't change. It's just the mind pattern that changes, but this is mostly untrue. You see what I mean? This is the practice. Learn to do what feels right, and then practice with the little everyday tasks. And then notice the resistance and embrace it, and then go from small to big and gradually do more important life decisions. Honestly, there's a part of me that wants to give you like a very complicated, elaborate kind of, this is my 24-step process, and afterwards like everybody is going to be the master, intuitive, whatever being. But it's not that. It's like quite simple. Nothing very sexy, nothing to do great marketing with, but learn to practice what's right, practice with the body first, things that you have nothing to lose, make those little decisions, see what's in the way, see what comes up, and then gradually, step up and do more meaningful, more impactful decisions, and that's basically it. But I want to hammer it home, please do take it in. It requires facing your fears, but the great life on the other side is the reward of you not storming through, but letting yourself be pulled through the fear. You see, it's easy to get back into like doing mode, okay, now I defy the fear. But like to really remain vulnerable and open and be pulled, that's the question. I like the practice. And maybe those words won't connect with you at all and you don't know what I'm speaking about, but please do trust me that once you've made this experience, and once you're through this experience and you live from a place of intuition, you will review those videos, hopefully you will, and you will see like, this is really what it feels like. Now it might seem pointless to distinguish between storming through and letting yourself be pulled. That might be empty words to you, but honestly, it won't once you've made the experience, because this is really the best way you can put the feeling component of that. Yes, being pulled through the fear, that's what it's all about. So yes, that's how we practice that, and like, get a frame, a golden frame, print out those slides that you have, and put this on your wall, because in doing that, your life works out. You see, following your intuition no matter what, because you don't know what's going to happen, but you just need to have faith that everything is going to be alright. You know, that's the main practice in life. So, well, I don't know anything more to say. This is what it's like. You know, that's the practice. Anyway, see you in the next video.